Makes me feel terrible to see a country as big as Nigeria, as resourceful as Nigeria, and this sort of population that we have, 200 million plus, and we are importing all our petroleum products. I mean, it is very, very, very painful. So with that, I think in mind, and I said that, look, this thing, somebody has to address this issue. We tried before in 2007, like what I said earlier on, but government of that day changed their minds, and then we jettisoned the idea and returned them. But right now we came back with the support of the government to make sure that, yes, we help in addressing this issue of not only Nigeria, because you see, people are forgetting what will happen after this refinery when it is completed. What actually inspired me is that when you look at, especially, what happened in a country like India, where entrepreneurs and also government, they went ahead and created about 5 million barrels of oil refining per day. And this is a country that they actually don't have oil at all. And we are here now sitting on over 2.4 million barrels at a point, and we don't refine any of this oil. Where you have a country with over 200 million and we're importing 100% of what you consume, it is not sustainable. If you go to a lot of areas, maybe in my village or your village, you'll see that petrol stations, they are not working. So we now realize that, yes, why? Because the petroleum products that we're having is hand to mouth. Whatever that we have is what we are consuming. So this actually, pushed me into saying that, look, you know what, this is a big challenge, it's a big issue, somebody has to address it, and we will take the challenge of addressing this issue. This refinery that we built is very, very important. It's going to help to transform not only the oil sector in Nigeria, no, it will transform the entire economy of Nigeria. It will put millions of people directly and indirectly. It will put them at work. It's true. Somebody will say, okay, well, it doesn't, it does, because it's going to massively transform the economy. By transforming the economy, government will have more money in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of infrastructure. So it is going to be a massive transformational stuff. They say, okay, fine, yes, we're happy with it. No, we shouldn't be, because tomorrow people might not need oil. So if you stick to oil, when people are transiting from oil to something else, then we'll have issues. And we shouldn't have issues with over 200 and something million people and growing at 3%. I'm a Nigerian and I've benefited quite a lot from Nigeria. And if there are issues to be sorted out, I should be one of those people who will now bring solutions to our national problems. And, so it's one of the things that I actually took upon myself, that at least while I'm alive, let us try and address some of these issues, one of which is this importation. And when you look at it, it's not only Nigeria, all sub-Saharan African countries are importing petroleum products. Is that what it's supposed to be? No. So who is going to address it? Is it government responsibility alone? No. It's like what they say, that you can't clap with one hand. So we have to be the other hand, we will partner with government and make sure that we address these issues. It is very, very challenging project. It is huge. This is the biggest site today in Africa, and definitely one of the biggest in the world today as we speak. We did not have a clue of how big and how enormous this project is going to turn out. It's huge in the sense that at a point at our site today as we speak, we have more than 40,000 people that are working at the site today, and we are going to ramp up that to almost about 57,000 people. Look at it, one thing that really gives me quite a lot of joy is that when we started the project, we were meant to bring in a lot of foreign workers. But as we speak today, we brought in just still less than 11,000. And then it means that we have almost about 29,000 Nigerians that are getting massive training. We are also creating a lot of capacity in the country. Whereas now, anybody who is doing this kind of project, or now with the opening up of this oil industry by the president signing the petroleum industry bill, it means that we will have people who will actually be gainfully employed once we jumpstart this bill. I mean, as we speak today, most of these guys, they can compete anywhere in the world, in terms of electrical, in terms of welding, mechanical, erection. We have actually created massive capacity. Currently people don't understand what is the benefit of this refinery to Nigeria. It will actually even give us a currency stability, because today, as we speak, 25% of our foreign exchange goes through importation of petroleum products. So by right now, if we are going to spend something like $8-9 billion for imports, it's just not going to happen, because we have the full capacity to meet up every single thing, whether it is PMS, which is petroleum motor spirit, or diesel, or aviation fuel. We have a lot of it, and that is only 2/3 that will be able to pump. Okay, 1/3 will be able to export. By doing that export, we are going to generate a lot of foreign exchange coming into the country. So you can see the difference. Even our own balance of trade will change. Okay, it will strengthen also the Naira, because we are not going to have this massive avalanche of dollars going out to go and be importing a finished product of our own raw material. So with the signing of the bill, now people will now come and put in their own investment. They didn't actually come out to put in their own investment. They didn't invest. People were just waiting, because we've been talking about this industry bill for the last 13 years. And a lot of them, say, okay, fine, we'll sit by the fence, and any time when you are ready and willing to give us a very, very good incentive in terms of investment, we'll come and invest. Before there was no clarity, people were not really very ready and willing to come and put in their money. I mean, if you look at it really in the last couple of years, there's not been investment. We have lost more than 50 billion, 60 billion of worth of investments. They cannot just sit down for energy security. They cannot sit down and see this kind of massive project without them being involved in it. But when you look at it again, we're not only cooperating with them, because if we are now going to go our separate ways, it won't be good for the industry. And I think it's a very, very mutual beneficial, relationship. Well, yeah, we welcome it, and it's not going to really take them much time. Maybe 3, maximum 4 years, they will recoup their own, investment. They didn't buy only the refinery, they bought refinery with petrochemicals. So these are the things that people really don't really understand, and I want to really clarify it. And when they talk about also the 2.7 billion, they are paying 1/3 of the money. 1/3 of the money again will actually be paid through supply of crude, with the deduction of maximum about $2 some cents. And then the 1/3 of it, which is another 850, 900 million, will be paid from the profit they are going to make from the business. So it's not a cash transaction where they are paying all cash. You can see if we don't have confidence in what we are doing, we would have asked them to pay us all cash. I care so much, I could have actually decided to do like some of my mates here in Nigeria and just keep my money in the bank and keep the money abroad. But I'm very, very passionate about Nigeria and making Nigeria great. If it's just Dangote Group making money, I would have just kept that money and participate in capital markets abroad, where yes, my money is in dollars and I'm making money. But no, we know we as a country, we have issues, we have challenges. How do we address these issues and challenges? The only way for me is not to sit and be criticizing. No, I should be part of the problem solving and also part of the change. My prayer is that I will give most of my wealth while I'm alive.